Because God's equal sons have everything, they cannot compete. God's equal sons have everything in heaven because they share equally in the Father's perfect oneness and love. Yet they are also the same here, sharing the same insanity of specialness in which no one is more or less sane than anyone else. If I am unhappy, it is not because you took happiness from me, any more than if you are unhappy, I took it from you. If everyone is the same, how could there be competition, which has meaning only within a world of separation and differences? Yet, if they perceive any of their brothers as anything other than their perfect equals, the idea of competition has entered their minds. Do not underestimate your need to be vigilant against this idea, because all your conflicts come from it. If we identify with the ego thought system of separation, we will experience the enormity of our guilt, the loss of innocence due to our perceived sinfulness. We must then believe, following the law of deprivation that comes from projection, that we lack innocence because another took it. This is the root of all worldly competition. Who has the most money, the best business, sports team, car, children, religion, or teacher of A Course in Miracles? All such forms are based on the content of making differences real, which remains the core of the ego's thought system. It is clear from these words how very important the idea of competition is in Jesus' teaching, and we should not underestimate our need to be vigilant against it. Wherever there is competition, there is a winner and a loser, one who triumphs and one who is vanquished. This is because at the beginning, everything stems from at the beginning. We believed the ego's myth that we defeated God, and from his corpse extracted his life and creative power, establishing them as our own. But then followed the horrendous fear that our projections would creep back in. For in our terrified insanity, we felt certain that God would steal from us the life and power we stole from him. To escape from this terror, we made a world of bodies, without realizing that we brought with us the mind's insane thought system, reenacting the ego's madness that someone will take from us what is ours. Every authority problem, and everyone has an authority problem, is based on the single idea that the powerful authorities in our lives are going to seize what is rightfully our own. As children, we have all had the experience that our parents did not love or understand us, did not provide enough for our well-being. Many have felt their parents did not allow them to grow up, nor let them be what they wanted to be. Indeed, on some level, we always feel, having built it into the system, that the world will not let us be who we are. A clear projection of our decision not to be who we are. Jesus is pleading with us to recognize the importance of being vigilant against this idea. Another expression of the Holy Spirit's third lesson: be vigilant only for God and his kingdom. It is the belief that conflicting interests are possible, and therefore you have accepted the impossible as true. Is that different from saying you perceive yourself as unreal? Conflicting interests are not possible in reality, As we read in the Manual for Teachers, we become teachers of God when we make a decision not to see another's interests as separate from our own. Everyone here has interests separate from everyone else's. As an example, I want to win, you want to win. I want to be in control, you want to be in control. I want to take from you, you want to take from me. This is of necessity in the ego's world, as we have all conflicting interests. We made a world of scarcity, and today there is increasing fear of not having enough. Not enough oil, water, oxygen, food, etc. Since our needs can never be fully satisfied, we will always have to get from others. This is the origin of all wars, although ultimately they have to do with the thought of scarcity, not natural resources. If we do not recognize this thought and undo it, there is no hope of inner or outer peace.